Well, the battle at the border is on fire right now. Thousands of illegal immigrants busting through border checkpoints, clashing with Border Patrol agents and police trying to get into the United States, apparently upset that their CBP One app, that scam app that the Biden administration put in place so people could schedule appointments and basically get direct access right into the United States. Well, it stopped working. And suddenly their appointments were revoked, all by President Trump. Border czar Tom Homen says it is game on time. Watch.
The last 24 hours, total apprehensions on the southwest border, 766. Compare that to the 10 to 12,000 Biden had at one time. CBP One releases, 0. CHNV, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela releases, 0. Total of 766 across the entire southwest border. That is a game changer.
Well, joining me now is veteran Border Patrol supervisor, author of the great book called Invaded. J.J. Carroll joins me now. 24 years with the Customs and Border Protection. J.J., just give me your sense of things at a high level over the past 48 hours, what you've seen happen. Of course, you saw the massive disaster of the Biden administration over the past 4 years. Caused you to write a whole book about the disaster. In 48 hours, it seems like everything is changing.
Everything has changed in 48 hours, and Donald Trump is the alpha. He's not one of the alphas in the world. He is the alpha male in the world, and what he has done in 48 hours is shocking, and only he could have done that. I got a text from a higher-level senior agent in San Diego sector, and he said, hey, just want you to know, this was the morning after Donald Trump got sworn in and said everything's changed. No one is allowed to be released, JJ. Nobody, women and children, deported. Men, single adult military age men, deported. Everyone is deported. And if you want to release someone, you have to go to D.C. and begin to ask permission to get out. Wow. Nope. Who in the Border Patrol station is going to call up to sector or D.C. and to go to the associate of this associate chief and then say, yeah, I want to release somebody. Oh, really? No, everything has changed. A new pursuit policy is going to come to effect. A new use of force policy is coming into effect. But you are right. The powers, the globalist elite, are not going to just bow down to Donald Trump. They're going to try their hardest. And you have desperate people on the South Side that were promised. They made journeys over 7,000 miles to get to America. And now you're telling me I can't come in? Yeah, that's what we're telling you. But they're not going to stop. Would you stop? I wouldn't. I came 7,000 miles. I'm jumping the border. Fight's on.
And that's what we're seeing in these videos. They're coming right through Texas. Maybe you can talk about some of what we're seeing here, in these different videos down in Texas. I think in Eagle Pass and some other spots here. You've seen the videos here. These individuals basically going right through these different checkpoints, but then they're running up to larger wall doors. What are we seeing here?
So you have a secondary fence. So you have a primary fence, which Donald Trump is trying to erect and bring back, and then have the Trump wall, which is the secondary fence. And you get stuck between that. Sure, if I build a 35-foot wall, you're going to build a 36-foot ladder. That's fine. It takes you a long time to get a 36-foot ladder and run it across the border, put it up and have you run up, hang on the fence, then get the ladder on the other side. And by then I'm there, I'm waiting on you. So what is happening is the whole immigration world has changed overnight. You went from, hey, I'm walking in, those idiots in America are not even going to let me go free. They're going to give me a free plane ticket. They're going to give me thousands of dollars, literally thousands of dollars on a card. They're going to give me new clothes. I'm going to get Medicaid. I'm going to get everything. And they're going to feed me and house me for over 2 years. Oh, great. To present day, you're not allowed in here. And they're all like this. Whoa, wait, I don't understand. Yesterday, my friend Juan got $20,000 in gifts and everything else, and he's in New York City. Yeah, but Juan's going to get his sorry butt's going to be arrested and sent back to Mexico, wherever he came from. That is what's happened. But you have to understand, when you have these clashes of ideologies and then you have clashes of action, you are going to have a combustible situation. And that's what we're seeing. It's going to take some time, and then it'll kind of smooth out, and everybody will understand this is the new game we're playing now.
I'm wondering from your perspective, I know you've gotten a lot of fights. You've had to draw your gun many times over the years. If you read your book, Invaded, there's some harrowing stories in that book of you and your partners going after these guys. when I see these, like, if I'm there on the border and I'm a border patrol agent or National Guard, and I'm seeing hundreds of illegal immigrants rushing towards me, are they allowed to fire upon them? I know that sounds really harsh, but what's sort of the directive at this point when they're charging into the United States? This is an invasion.
It is an invasion. And if you feel that you have your life is at threat, if someone's carrying a weapon or you're feeling like they're going to charge and run over you, yes, you have your ability to pull your weapon out and shoot, but you don't have 100 rounds. You can't reload that fast. What we're going to have to do is have the barriers put in place. And you're touching on something else that needs to be discussed. We have a complete generation gap problem, a knowledge and experience problem. You have thousands of Border Patrol agents that have never done the job, Clayton. Never. They don't know how to control a crowd. They don't know how to control one person. They don't know how to, they don't have to do their job. They don't know how to track. They don't know how to arrest. They don't even know how to process properly the way that it should be done. They're just catch and release. So we have a intellectual experience gap in the United States Border Patrol, and they got to close that gap fast. Look, we're looking at, you just had 2 days ago on the inauguration day, you had a Border Patrol agent, a seasoned veteran Border Patrol agent, get killed on his job in Vermont. He did a vehicle stop and pulled over 2 people, and they had body armor, it was a meth and all this other kind of drugs, and they killed them. That is on Joe Biden. You're going to see illegal aliens dying. You're going to see Border Patrol agents getting killed in line of duty, and National Guard and Army. Why? Because we have been forced into a world of insanity, of treason. We have been led by traitors. You just brought in 30 million people into America in 4 years. Why would those millions more just go, it's a policy? In their brain, they're thinking, I don't care. I can still come, right? No, you can't. Now we have a fight on our hands. And we're going to see unprecedented numbers of deaths and injuries in the Border Patrol.
Oh, that's awful to think about, right? You've had 4 years of just sort of stand down. Like, don't even follow the policies. That's crazy to think about. I hadn't thought about that piece of it. I'll get you out of here on this, JJ, which is we're seeing, of course, the pushback from certain sanctuary cities like Denver, Colorado, in fact, and others saying they're going to fight these policies by President Trump. And now you have the Department of Justice saying they're going to investigate, Denver and these other areas that are standing against Tom Homen's policies and President Trump's policies. What are you hearing about that, sort of like the sanctuary city issue in places like Denver, Colorado?
I think that one of your mayors, Mayor Johnston, is a beta male, and he threw down a weak gauntlet, and that is going to be a challenge to Tom Homen, and Tom Homen's going to steamroll him. He's just going to send more agents down there. Like he said today, oh, you don't want me to send 50 agents? I'm sending 500 agents down there, and I'm going to destroy your city. And a bigger question needs to be asked, Clayton. Why are you protecting criminals in your country,
right?
In your city, while your city of Denver just gave 20,000 medical appointments to illegal aliens? Your medical facilities have crumbled in Denver. Denver, you're cutting out all your recreational hours. You're cutting your police force, your fire force. You're cutting library time. You're cutting everything. Why? To help illegal aliens? That's how upside down our world is. And we need to call out these people. And I will promise you, that gutless little twit, Mayor Johnston in Denver, good luck, buddy. All I want to do, all I'm asking for, yes, he's done. And what I want, Clayton, is very simple. I want this to be a pay-per-view event. I want to pay $49.99 to see Tom Homen and his agents come into Denver and take over. As Mayor Johnson says, you've never seen someone willing to fight more than a Highland mom. Okay. You're going to throw your moms in the front lines of Tom Homen and the agents. Good luck. I just want on pay-per-view. That's all I care about.
Get your supporters at Tren de Aragua from Venezuela to come help you out, Mr. Mayor, because it's going to be a disaster, and it has been a disaster in cities like Denver, Colorado, Portland, Oregon, and others. And I've certainly saw what Eric Adams in New York City has had to deal with, and what he's now confessing about to Tucker Carlson in a pretty bombshell interview as well. I guess we're going to see a lot of bombs, a lot of fireworks, I guess, over the next few months as this unfolds. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see where this goes. J.J. Carroll has been on the front lines of this story, educating all of us about this disaster under the Biden administration for the past couple of years. And hopefully the tide has turned. J.J., great to see you as always.
Thank you, Clayton. Have a great day.